Cauldron here in the wizarding world of Harry Potter at Universal Studios. While I'm here, I'm not going to just check out the food. I'm going to share with you information about the tables and seating and whether or not strollers are allowed in here and things like that, and see what it's like for folks who have mobility concerns and plus-size people. See if it's comfortable for us, if the chairs are good, if the tables are good. So let's have a really nice detailed look at this restaurant. Welcome to Pammie Plus Parks. I am Pammie, your plus-size fairy godmother, bringing you all the magic Disney, Universal, and Florida have to offer plus-size people. So today, here at the Leaky Cauldron, I'm going to share with you information that you might want to know if you are a plus-size person. Things you want to know if you have accessibility concerns. Do they allow wheelchairs? Do they allow ECVs? Can you bring strollers inside? We'll cover all of that, plus the food. Let's have a look. Well, it looks like ECVs are not allowed in this restaurant, and I'm not surprised because that's the way it is in most restaurants and most theme parks, simply because they can be a fire hazard because they are so large. They can also be difficult to maneuver between tables, so keep that in mind when dining in this restaurant. Let's have a look at the menu. It looks like they have a traditional breakfast with egg, sausage, black pudding, English bacon, baked beans, grilled tomatoes, sauteed mushrooms, and breakfast potatoes. They also have a pancake breakfast. Oh good, an American breakfast. But you know, I am an American, so maybe I should try something other than what I normally eat. They also have an apple oatmeal flan with yogurt and fruit. I am not a fan of flan, so I'll probably skip that. There's an egg, leek, and mushroom pasty as well. And they have a kids breakfast. They've got pumpkin juice, hot tea, brewed coffee, apple juice, orange juice, and milk. All right, let's go see what they have inside. Ooh, this looks a little ominous. Wow, no one's in line for breakfast this morning, but it smells really good in here. Look, they have everything laid out for us to show us what you get. Here's that traditional breakfast. I think that dark object here in the middle must be the black pudding. There's an American breakfast. The apple oatmeal flan. Good old-fashioned pancake breakfast. And then there's that egg, leek, mushroom pasty with some fruit on the side. It does appear they have some vegetarian options in here, like that egg, mushroom, leek pasty. But I imagine if you skip the meat on anything, it'll suddenly become vegetarian. Okay, it looks like the lines are almost non-existent. Oh wow, what beautiful theming in here. Incredible. All right, let's go order breakfast. Oh, well, there's the good old Leaky Cauldron. That thing's huge. Let's have a quick look around the restaurant. Looks like they have 2 top tables and 4 top tables. And if you look here, it's almost like a dining hall at Hogwarts. Lots of tables down the center with bench seating with no backs on them. But there are some tables against the walls, if you look over here, where they do have chairs. This is a combo booth and chair and table, and if you look, the tables are very heavy and wooden, but you can push them away from the bench to give you a little more room if you need it. Now I am actually seeing some strollers in here, although I'm told you're not supposed to bring your stroller in. They are a fire hazard. It is better if you leave them outside, but I guess they're allowing it today because there's so few people in here. Okay, so as soon as you finish placing your order and they give you your beverage, they give you one of these magical candlesticks, and one of the wizards who's right over there by the ordering area will walk you in here and bring you to a table. Now, if you have any special requests for your table, any particular place you want to sit, if you'd prefer to sit at a table with chairs that have backs on them, you can request that. I asked for a table with really good natural light so I could show you my food very easily, because there are some very dimly lit corners of this restaurant that are very cozy, but they're a little too dark to show you the food. All right, let's have a look at what I ordered first and foremost. I ordered pumpkin juice, which I've never had before, and I also asked for an additional glass of ice water, which is free. I got the traditional breakfast, and the traditional breakfast has sausage. This is English bacon, beans, eggs, This looks like sauteed mushrooms with some onion. There's some potato, a croissant, butter, and jelly. And this is black pudding, which I have never had. I have no idea what it is. I just know it doesn't have shellfish in it. I'm okay to have it. This looks to be a grilled tomato. So I've never had pumpkin juice before, so that'll be the very first thing that I try. I hope I like it, because it looks really weird. Very sweet pineapple taste to it in a way, but you can also taste the seasonings that you would taste in a pumpkin pie, and it smells really good. I think because it's so sweet and it's sort of thick, it wouldn't make a good drink to drink if you're really thirsty, but I do think it makes a very good breakfast drink. Okay, the next thing I want to try is also something I've never had before, and that is this black pudding. You guys have to tell me down in the comments below what is in black pudding, because I have no idea. I don't want to know right now. I'm just going to try and eat it. Sometimes it's better not to know, you know? Alright, let's dig in. Alright, I cut off a little slice of it, so here goes nothing. I gotta smell it first, though. It smells like a combination of meat and bread, almost like a meatball. It kind of smells like a meatball. Okay. It kind of tastes like a meatball or meatloaf a little bit, but it doesn't have any like spice to it. There's no like pepperiness, there's no saltiness, there's no seasoning to it. It's very bland. I don't know, it's okay. Would I order it again? Specifically? No, not unless somebody said it was super good and I had to try it. But I'm glad I tried it, it's okay. Okay, actually now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever had a slice of English ham before. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Canadian bacon, but sliced a little thinner. Chewy and very ham-like, but not very bacon-like at all. There's no crispiness to it. All right, now I've had beans before, but I've never had beans for breakfast. Beanie. Okay, these eggs look almost like they're made from powdered eggs. They do have real eggs in them, but there may also be powdered eggs in these. I don't know. Kind of has that consistency. I really like the mushrooms. So far, the potatoes are my favorite part of the breakfast because they are well seasoned and they're just yummy. All right, finally, croissant. Delicious. Overall, I would say this was a pretty good breakfast and it was very hearty, although I did feel that it lacked some seasoning and flavor. I think they have to kind of keep things a little bland for breakfast because that's how most people like it. But it was a lot of food. I would be very comfortable splitting this between 2 people. However, my plan today was to make this meal both my breakfast and my lunch. One thing I want to say about the Leaky Cauldron and really all the quick service at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure in general is the way they manage things is just so beautiful. You know, you have the queue to come in. That queue gives you the time to look over the menu. They have like visual things for you to look over. They will hand you a menu as well to examine before you get inside. And then once you're up at the line, they get you your beverages, and then they find someone to escort you to a table, to assign you to a table, which is awesome. So you know there's no people in here just hanging onto tables endlessly for hours. They kind of move things along. They let you take the time you need to eat, but they move things along so that they can get the next group of people in and nobody's standing around or milling about trying to find a table. Something you should keep in mind, if you are traveling in an ECV, as you know, ECVs can't come in this restaurant, and you think you're gonna have difficulty standing in the queue, come to the exit of the restaurant. There's always a team member there. Let the team member know what your challenges are, and they will find someone to help you, and they'll work with you, and they'll find a way for you to get a table and to be seated, to place your order and have the food delivered to you. That's really great about this restaurant too, is that everyone gets their food delivered to them. You get to sit right after you order your food. You're already sitting, relaxing, and cooling off. Your food is brought to you. It just makes the whole experience so much more relaxing. Well guys, thank you for joining me for breakfast today at the Leaky Cauldron. I hope all your meals are magical. And remember, life is a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride.